Welcome to Way to Commerce. Subscribe to Way to Commerce. Today we discuss about time value of money. This is the IPCC practice manual. Our main objective is conceptual learning. First of all, we have to learn what is time value of money. Time value of money is the money which is receivable at present has more value than the money receivable in the future. Do you understand? The money which is receivable at present has more value than the money receivable in the future. For example, if you want to 1 lakh rupees now or after 1 year, definitely you ask 1 lakh rupees now only, because you can get interest from now on that 1 lakh rupees. That's why you ask 1 lakh rupees now. This is the time value of money. Okay, for better understanding, I will write some points. Note down. We can easily understand the problems. Okay, value of money receivable at present. Value of money receivable at present. So the value of money receivable at present includes, one is value of money receivable at future, and time value of money. Time value of money. So value of money receivable at present, that means now 1 lakh rupees. That means value of money receivable at future and time value of money. Next, second point, interest. We have to discuss interest. What is the interest? So interest is an amount that accrues on the money borrowed or lent at present for a particular period of time. For a particular period of time. So this is the interest. Interest is an amount that accrues on the money borrowed or lent at present for a particular period of time. That's the interest. The interest can be expressed in a percentage. Okay, for example, 10%, 12%. 10% can be expressed as 0.1, 12% as 0.12. We already know this. Next, third point, future value of money. We have to learn future value of money. Future value of money is the value of money at present value of money at present and interest. So this is the future value of money. So future value of money equal to value of money at present and interest. So if the interest can be classified as simple interest, and compound interest. Okay, first of all we discuss about simple interest. Simple interest. The class is recorded on mobile phone. Our main objective is conceptual learning. Okay. Simple interest. The simple interest is interest which accrues only on the amount originally borrowed or lent. Okay. Simple interest means interest accrues only on the amount originally borrowed or lent. Interest which accrues only on the amount originally borrowed or lent. Okay, amount on originally borrowed or lent. So now we have to learn simple interest formula. Simple interest equal to money borrowed or lent at present into interest rate into time period. Okay, money borrowed or lent at present into interest rate into time period. So this is the simple interest formula. Now we write as simple interest equal to PRT. Next, future value of the money. Future value of the money. We already learned about future value. The formula is future value equal to present value plus interest. That means P into R into T. Now this formula is expressed as future value equal to present value into 1 plus R T, because P is common. Next, So future value equal to present value plus interest, that means 1 plus RT. Next, principal amount equal to future value by 1 plus RT. So principal amount, that means P equal to this, P equal to future value by 1 plus RT. This is the principal amount formula. Now we have to discuss one more important point. Note this: calculation of rate of interest and time period. For example, the time period is annually or semi-annually or may be given in days, like 1095 days, etc. may be given. Now how can we calculate? For example, simple interest for every 6 months. For 6 months, simple interest formula. What is simple interest formula? Equal to P into R into T. R means rate of interest. The rate of interest can be calculated as normal because it's not compounded, but time period is vary with the semi-annually, days, etc. In compounding interest, rate also change, but in simple interest only time period only change. For example, annually, now written as 1 by 1, that equal to 1 is the T. Next, semi-annually. Now you got the clarity. Semi-annually, that means yearly 2 times. That's why convert into months. 12 by 2, that means 6 months. Okay, that means how 0.5 is the time period. 0.5 is the time period. This 0.5 you get six months interest by 12 months, 0.5. Okay, for example, 1095 days, time period is 1095 days. Now you can get 1095 days by 365 days equal to 3 is the time. Okay, Next, compound interest. Compound interest. I hope you understand this. Otherwise, we discussed in problems. Okay, compound interest. Interest calculated on total of previously earned interest and the original principal. So compound interest is interest calculated on total of previously earned interest and the original principal. The original principal amount. So this is the compound interest. So now we get compound interest formula. Compound interest equal to future value minus principal amount. Now we know about principal amount. By deducting principal amount from future value, we can get compound interest. Now we discuss future value formula in compound interest equal to present value into 1 plus r whole power t. Okay, what's the formula? Future value equal to present value into 1 plus r whole power t, that means interest. In compound interest, r can be expressed as I because it may be compounded annually or semi-annually or quarterly in any way. Okay.